Hello everybody, thank you for coming. Today we're going to teach a dance move in our video. First of all, our group is Grim 1, and in our group we have Matt Atkins, Tony Butler, Tony Baldessar, and Sandra Gordon, and myself, Mark Bacher. How many of you guys have heard of the Macarena, the electric slide, or Humpty Dumpty, Hokey Pokey, whatever's out there? There's a lot of different dance moves that people try to emulate and repeat. Today we're going to do a Gangnam Style song and dance motor skill task. We picked out the Gangnam Style because it's a little bit, it's new, and it looks difficult in the video, but actually it's not. Once it's broken down into the two parts, upper body and lower body, it really is pretty easy once you get into it. And again, it's just upper body, lower body movements. Once you break it down, you'll see it. We're going to do a little video for you afterwards. Right now I want to break down the motor skill that we did use, little characteristics of it, definitions of it, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, let's get started. For our video project, we decided to go with the Gangnam Style dance. We had to do a couple extra tasks besides our video that we did do. Number one was why we chose the Gangnam Style. Our group chose the Gangnam Style dance because it's relatively new, its uniqueness and originality. We wanted to feature a task that would challenge an individual's timing, agility, flexibility, endurance, and concentration. Motor skill. Motor skill is a learned sequence of movements that combine to produce a smooth, efficient action in order to master a particular task. And that was one item that we did have to point out in our video, was the motor skill. This dance can be broken down into individual parts, which we are going to do. We're going to do two parts, upper body and lower body, and combine it with a full body movement. Also, we want to choose a motor skill where the participants could progress from a closed skill, which is a controlled environment, to an open skill, which is in any environment. This dance may look difficult at times, but when taken apart and learned step by step, it'll develop into an entire body movement that requires different motor skills within the different body parts itself. Sandra was responsible for that task that we just did. It's the characteristics of the motor skill, and they are as follows. The Gangnam Style requires a series of exact and proper techniques for successful execution. As you develop the dance skills, you begin to combine a number of techniques into a sequence of movements. It is essential to break it down into basic phases when learning a new skill. Improving each phase will then improve the entire skill. To perform this dance, you will use both gross and fine motor skills. Your arms and legs and torso do most of the work, but you also need to use your feet and wrists to be successful. This dance is a discrete task. This means that your performance will drop without continued practice, of course. In order to master Gangnam Style, you must have good balance and coordination. This task was done by both Tonys and Tonys. Okay, our next task is going to be the actual dance steps of Gangnam Style. This was stepped out by Matt. The Gangnam Style dance was created by South Korean musician Psy, and he's got over 1 billion hits now on YouTube, by the way. This dance can be broken down into 3 parts. The parts start with one part of the body and lead up to the whole body movement. However, before we begin working on each part of the dance, we need to be able to have the proper warm-up, of course. The purpose of a warm-up also I'm going to include in there is to get our muscles and head and heart prepared for the actual physical activity of the song, because it's a pretty good cardio workout if you think about it. We did do our stretching already, a 10-minute stretch, and we did do our 5-minute light jogging. So we're all set to go. For our model dancer tonight, we're going to use my son, Austin. Thank you, Austin, for doing this, and we're going to get started in a minute. Okay, so part one, we're going to start with the footwork, and I'm just going to read from here. The first step is to open your legs, bend your knees a little. Your legs should be shoulder width apart. The key here is to keep your posture loose and don't tense up on this. The next step is to step down in this order: right foot, left foot, right foot, right foot. And you can repeat that also for the left foot, right foot, left foot, left foot. Let's try that. So right foot, left foot, right foot, right foot. Then go to the left foot, right foot, left foot, left foot. Okay, that's basically it for our feet, for our footwork. Again, when you're doing a task like this, you just want to practice the order of the foot motion so you can do it effectively once we speed up the tempo and the music, when we add the music to it. If you're having trouble with the skipping motion, just practice raising your feet in the correct order. Once you have the correct order, you can begin the skipping motion, and then we can step it up with the music. The most important thing to remember also is that you need to have the rhythm to the dance also before you can proceed on to the next part. Part 2 is our upper body movements. The first upper body movement is to cross your arms like you're holding onto a rope. Okay. This is one of the 2R movements that Gangnam Style does. First thing you want to do is hold your arms out in front of your body, cross your wrists over your, just like you have. And once you have your arms locked, you can want to raise your arm up and down in a bouncing motion, which is that. And the motion needs to be in time with the beats, of course. So you can count in your head 1 to 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, as the music's going. All right. The second arm movement that you make is the lasso movement, which is the lasso movement. Lift your left arm up or right arm, doesn't matter what arm, and that's the lasso movement. Then you can cross your right wrist over your left, hold them together. The next step is to bend your right arm, your elbow should be pointing down, and the fist should be raised to the sky, which is what we have. Good. And next move, the upper portion of your right arm in a small circle is creating the lasso effect, which is what we're doing. And again, the same thing, you count in 1 through 8, that's how the beats goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 8. Okay, same thing as part 1 for the key points on this. Your lower body, your upper body needs to be in sync with the rhythm, and you work on that as you go. And the third part basically is just to put all the steps together. First step, you need the whole dance and alternate between 8 counts of the rope holding movement and 8 counts of the lasso movement. Your leg movements will stay the same despite the hand motion you're doing. Basically almost done. Let's try that one time. Let's try one motion. Do the whole motion together. And then the lasso. Okay, that's it. Before we put the music together, we're going to practice this one more time, get the whole body motion going, and get your upbeat tempo of the dance. And then, after we try this one more time, we're going to put the music to it. A couple little tips to make the dance more fun. You can add, of course, you can add a bounce to it and group to all the movements of the dance. If you're a girl, you can do a little hip motion. If you're a guy, you can make a little bit more rhythm in the bounce. In the video, he keeps a straight face, so we're going to try to keep a straight face throughout. And have fun with it. Whatever you do, if it's whatever dance you guys pick, just have fun with us. That's the main importance of this. Any costume you want to do, if you want to copy his costumes, or we added our own little costume to it. And that's it. So let's try one more little test of the upper body, the footwork of it. I'll throw the lasso in. The lasso will be left hand or no? Yeah. Okay, that's it. Very good. Thank you for watching. We're going to put it to the test and see how we do, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
오빤 Gangnam Style Gangnam Style 낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자 너는 선호해 낮에는 너만큼 따사로운 그런 선호해 커피 식기도 전에 원샷 때리는 선호해 밤이 오면 심장이 터져버리는 선호해 그런 선호해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남 스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선어해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해 근육보다 사상이 울퉁불퉁한 선어해 그런 선어해 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 아름다워 사랑스러워 그래 너 hey. 그래 바로 너 hey. 지금부터 갈 때까지 가볼까 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 강남 스타일 오빤 강남 스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 오빤 강남 스타일 에이 섹시 레이디 위는 놈그 위에 나는 놈 Baby baby 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 위는 놈 그 위에 나는 놈 Baby baby 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈 You know what I'm saying 오빤 강남 스타일 Hey sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일 Hey sexy lady 오빤 강남 스타일